Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an all-new Some Kind of Radio show here on Blog Talk Radio. Call in live now at 347-989-8810. And here's our host, the one, the only, Biggie Earl McCune.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another all-new and live, streaming live episode of Some Kind of Radio show here on blogtalkradio.com. I am your host, Earl McCune. Tonight we're going to do something just a little bit different than we normally do. We are going to hit on some headlines. We are going to talk a little bit about, or at least I'm going to talk about a little bit what's in the news, some things going on, and I'm going to give my insights. Expecting some few people to call in here. I had a panel set up. I told them what time to call in, and I'm still waiting on their calls, and I'm hoping they do call in. If not, I'll just wing this thing on my own, and I'll ramble for a half hour and go from there. I got to have a little fun with this thing. The call-in phone number, of course, as always, 347-989-8810. And that will get you in live with me here on the air on blogtalkradio.com, Some Kind of Radio show with your host, me, Earl McCune. Well, I want to talk about, first subject I want to talk about, this thing in the news I've been reading about all week is this powdered alcohol. I'm going to give you my thoughts on this whole thing first. I think it's horrible. I mean, okay, this is the pot calling the kettle black. I'm a guy that likes to have a few beers every now and then. You know, I'm not going to lie. I enjoy my beers. I enjoy craft beers. I enjoy microbrews. I've been drinking this stuff over the weekend here. It's a hard cider. It's a summer cider. Really good, made by Woodchuck. I've been drinking that. And I enjoy it. But, you know, I'm a 36-year-old man. If I want to have a beer, great. But anyway, the thing is this powdered alcohol. My whole thought on this thing, when it does eventually hit the consumer, you know, I'm reading about this right now. I'll get it on Yahoo. And there's a bunch of different articles on this where it's talking about this company getting approval for powdered alcohol. And all you got to do is add water, and you have yourself a 80-proof cocktail, basically straight liquor, in seconds. And here's my thoughts. As a father, I have children. I have 3 kids. I have 2 that live with me, and they are 10 years old and 8 years old. One's going on 9. My thought is, how easy could it be? This stuff could be, I don't know how they're going to package this, but if they package this like Kool-Aid, for example, the things that they could do with this stuff, they could sneak this into school. The thing with powdered alcohol, here's my concern. I could see a lot of different things happening, and I've been reading a lot about this last week with a lot of different articles, and kids, there's one guy on his blog talking about he's worried about kids taking it and snorting it. I'm worried about that myself, you know. And there's a lot of people reading a lot of these things. Goodbye flask, hello powder. How easy would it be to add this powdered alcohol to Gatorade, for example, and they take their Gatorade to school? No one will ever know. I mean, it's going to get to the point with this powdered alcohol that I believe we're going to start testing kids at school just for alcohol consumption. I mean, breathalyzers at school, what's next? You know, I'm just seeing more bad than good is going to come out of this powdered alcohol thing. You know, all these years, I mean, many, many, many years, people had regular liquid alcohol and never had to really worry about it. You know what you're taking in the school, anywhere. I mean, no one worried about this stuff. And since this story broke earlier I think it broke last week, but my thoughts on this, I mean, could you imagine, kids will be scoring balls of vodka powder off dealers, I mean, like I said, I'm just kind of, listen, I'm just kind of going through this, some of these chats here. There's a lot of different boards and chat boards going on online right now, and people talking about it. And I just, for example, here's the thing. It says it will take 1 cup of powder to make one drink, or 1/2 cup of powder to make one drink. That is 8 times bigger volume than 1 ounce of liquor. I mean, if they put in the added fillers to it to make a cup one drink, and then the idea becomes rather useless in sneaking drinks into places anymore, because you could have, like I said, you could grab a Gatorade or a Powderade, throw this stuff in, and no one's going to question it. I mean, and then, I just think it's going to be a bad thing. I'm thinking it's going to be a thing that kids are going to get a hold of. Bad thing. And, we'll see when this comes out how it goes. But I just don't like the idea of this powdered alcohol ever coming out. Well, on the subject of alcohol, we're going to change it up just a little bit here. And I was reading an interesting article over the last few days. It went out about Jim Koch, who is co-founder and chairman of the Boston Beer Company, better known, Sam Adams. And I was reading through this article, and it's online right now. You can find it pretty much anywhere, that he's talking about ways to drink beer all night long and not get drunk. And here's a simple tip. He says you go to the grocery store and you get active yeast, okay? And you take a spoonful per drink. Now, of course, you don't want to just take a spoonful of this stuff. This stuff's horrible. Add it to some yogurt and, a teaspoon per drink you plan on having. Say you're going to have 6 beers. Well, apparently you add 6 teaspoons, to something that'll mask the flavor of the stuff, and supposedly you'll be able to drink all night long and not get drunk. Boy, I wish I would learned that trick years ago. That would have been great for me. Oh my God. I'm going to move off this alcohol subject here now. I don't want everybody to think, oh, hey, this guy's just a drunk guy, Anyway, I'm going to move on to a little bit of a lighter subject. Last week when we did our whole show with trivia, there was a question with one of our callers, the one call we had from a guy named Bob. We asked him, what's the cross between a donkey and a zebra? And he answered, I believe, zabonki, which is also one of the many answers that you can. There's a lot of different things, but the big thing that ABC News has now is it says, oh my God, what the heck is a zonkey? Well, apparently, this week in northern Mexico, actually on April 21st, just 5 days ago, that a rare cross between a zebra and donkey was born. Now, I'm going to say this. I think we have a little bit of precognition or something going on. We had no idea this story was going to happen, and what happens? We get a story breaking about a cross between a zebra and a donkey. How's that? I'm going to read a little bit of this article, courtesy of ABC News. It says, oh my God, a donkey. The majestic-looking animal, a rare cross between a zebra and a donkey, was born April 21st at Reynosa Zoo in northern Mexico. The calf, named, I hope I get this right, Kumba, looks like he was plucked right off a cover of a vibrant, magical Lisa Frank folder with his sweet little face and sassy striped legs. And there's a picture of it. And, the top half of it looks like a donkey. And everything from the waist down the belly down, looks like a zebra. It's got zebra legs, but it's got a donkey body, and I think it's got a zebra tail. It's got the short little tail. Anyway, continuing with the story for just a second, Kasumba's mother, a zebra named Reyes, used to visit the baby's father, a dwarf blue-eyed albino donkey named Ignacio. I hope I got that right. At his home on the adjacent farm every afternoon, and the rest, as they say, is history, of course. The zoo says Kumba is a rare case in the animal world because the zebra and donkey chromosomes are not compatible. But judging by the Internet's response to this creature, everyone sure is glad Mother Nature successfully ran its course in this situation. I think it's a nice, lighthearted story, but, it's funny. The only reason I'm bringing this story up is because just 7 days ago on this show, like I said, we had the question brought up about what exactly is a cross between a zebra and a donkey. And it's funny, a few days later, here's a story on the Internet about a zebra and a donkey. I mean, how funny is that? Excuse me, I'm fighting off a little bit of a cold here. Nasty stuff. I'll tell you what, last Saturday night, after I got done broadcasting this show, I was absolutely sick as a dog. Show gets done at 7 p.m. About 7:20, I was actually in bed laying down. I felt absolutely awful. Matter of fact, my wife, Debbie, who would normally sit in with us a little bit here tonight, she has got the flu pretty bad, and she's down for the count, and I hope she feels better real soon. Oh, boy. It's been a rough week in our household. Everyone's, had a little touch of it. My son's had it. My daughter's had it. I'm still fighting off the end effects of this thing, so I do apologize if I sound a little bit nasally, a little bit congested, which I am. I've been taking medicine for it right now. But, it is what it is. It'll run its course here in another day or so. Well, I'm going to take one quick call real quick. Some kind of radio show? Who's this? Hello? Bob, not you again, man. Oh, I just wanted to call and say it was a good idea you guys brought this story up about the donkey. Well, it wasn't even an idea. It was just happened to be something random that we brought up, and I think it's just kind of funny that we asked this question last weekend. Matter of fact, we asked you, and lo and behold, here it comes. It's actually in the news. Yeah, I think it's kind of funny myself. I was just looking at that article myself. It's a cute little animal, I'm going to say that. Yeah, I agree with you. Well, thanks for calling in, Bob. Well, thank you. Have a good day, Earl. All right, you too. All right, bye-bye. 347-989-8810. That will be, hopefully, we'll have some more regular callers here soon. I do have a planned caller here in just a little bit. Probably about the next couple minutes here. I'm going to have my daughter on. My daughter, we're going to change things up a little bit, and I promised her, she's been asking me for 3 weeks to have a bit in the show, and I told her, since my normal co-hosting people are not on, and the panel I invited, the couple of them that said they would commit or try to call in, I'm sure they had something come up, and that's okay. Life goes on. We are only a 30-minute show, and we're not that popular yet, so we got to go with the flow of the whole thing. Basically, what we're going to do with my daughter, matter of fact, she's already on the line. I just got to, excuse me, wow. Just got to bring her microphone up. And what we're going to do with her is, of course, every show from 3 weeks ago we were going to do our little bit called 7 Random Questions. Of course, last week we didn't do it. We just asked a whole bunch of different questions, and we did a trivia night. All right. Well, let me pop over to my... I have a dry mouth. Excuse me. I'm going to pop onto the trivia for kids. I'm going to ask some family-friendly trivia. Excuse me. Trivia questions as I'm trying to type and talk at the same time. I don't do it very well. Okay. Family-friendly trivia. Okay. Well, let me bring my daughter's microphone up, and we will say hello to my daughter, Lori. Lori, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Wow, you are being respectful calling me yes, sir. Hi, honey. How you feeling?
Getting better.
Yeah, we all got a little bit of something, don't we?
Just all scratched up.
Yeah, we all got a little something this week. Of course, I still got the little bit of cough, and I'm still a little nasally, and I know you were taking a good little nap, and you woke up, and you're like, hi, Daddy, I'm ready to go on the air now. So, oh, boy. Well, I'm bringing up the questions for you, Lori. Are you ready to do some trivia?
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's get ready to do 7 random questions with Loriana. Okay. Well, as soon as I can find the page I need. There we go. It's almost there. The computer's acting. Okay, here we go. You ready? You ready? You set? You psyched? I got to bring the music on. We got to do the official music. There it is. 7 random questions time. Okay, Lori, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Name all of Santa's reindeer.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen.
Very good, very good. All right, she's 1 for 1. She's doing better than most of our adult questions here. Okay, you ready for the next one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What kind of animal was Stuart Little?
Stuart Little?
Yep.
I was going for a chicken.
No, I'll give you a hint. You've got a long tail. Little tiny little guy.
He was a cat.
No, he's a mouse, honey. That's okay. All right, we got 5 questions to go, okay?
Yes, sir.
What's this sir stuff? You always call me sir. You never call me sir here. I like this. I want this on the record that my daughter is calling me sir. This is great. Okay. What kind of animal was Wilbur in Charlotte's Web?
And the animal was Wilbur?
Yeah, in Charlotte's Web.
Penguin?
No, he's a pig. Oink, oink.
You're silly.
I am silly. I try to be. All right, here's one you should know. Who was the enemy of Peter Pan?
Captain Codfish. That's what Peter Pan calls him. That's what Peter Pan calls him.
Okay, well, what was his name?
Captain Hook.
Very good, Captain Hook. Very good. Oh, you're doing good. You're 2 out of 4. We got 3 to go. Okay.
Yes, sir.
How good are you with the Disney stuff? You good with Disney characters?
Yeah.
Okay. Name all of the 7 dwarfs from Snow White.
Happy.
Okay, there's 1. I'll tell you what. You give me 3 of them. I'll consider that good. Okay, you got 2. Give me 1 more.
The guy that's mad. Cranky.
No, not cranky. What's another word for cranky? I always call you that when you get mad. Starts with a G. Give up?
Huh?
You give up?
No.
Okay, well, we got to move on, honey. So I need to, give me an
That's
answer. Give me
regular.
All right, grumpy. Remember I always call you grumpy when you get mad?
I call that door cranky.
Oh, man. Okay. I got one for you. You should know this one. What is a baby cat called?
Kitten.
A kitten. Very good. All right. You're 3 out of 6. Okay. And this will tie the best score. Okay. So you need to get this one right. Okay. The best score we've had is 4 out of 7 is the best score we've had. All right. I'm gonna give you an easy one. Okay. And of course, some ad just popped up on my screen. I hate that. Ugh. Okay. What is a baby bear called?
Pup.
Very good, Lori. Good job. You got 4 out of 7 correct. I'm proud of you. Good job.
Thank you.
Do you have anything you want to say to the world out there?
I love Locked Up Radio. I got a question for you.
Oh, you have a question for me? Oh, I'm all ears.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Name all the fairy characters from Tinkerbell.
Yeah, I'm not going to know that one.
Give up.
Yeah, I give up on that one. I don't know the fairy characters.
Did you have fun, Tinkerbell? Rosetta. The White Fairy, and
Oh, you do. You know what? You do better hosting it than I do some days. That's pretty good, Lori. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Well, why don't you hang on the line, and I'm gonna touch on one more news story, okay? So you just hang on.
Yes,
you listen in, okay? Okay, you listen in, okay? And let's see. I've got to bring up my other page that I was reading news stories off of. Not YouTube. Computer has got a mind of its own today. Okay.
Oh, really?
All right. One more news story that I'm going to touch on. Okay. Let me find it. I'm having a moment with... My computer has got issues. It really does. I can make my own sound effects. It's pretty cool, huh? Anyway. This is something you're going to absolutely... Because, I mean, since you're on the line, Lori, the movie Frozen has just hit $400 million in movie sale, for tickets and whatever in America. And here's the thing. It's made more than $1 billion globally. That's pretty amazing for a movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to read this. This is from The Wrap, covering Hollywood. It's another week and another milestone for Disney box office avalanche. I can't even read. I need glasses. It's another week and another milestone for Disney box office avalanche Frozen, which on Friday crossed the 400 million mark in domestic grosses. Since opening at Thanksgiving last year, the Disney animation musical has brought more than $1.13 billion globally. The 3D tale of the Icebound Princess Sisters is the highest grossing animated film ever and ranks 6th on the all-time of worldwide box office leaders. That's pretty amazing, isn't it, Lori?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's all. You seen it yet? Have you seen Frozen yet?
Yeah. When when Elsa stuck Anna's head in what a piece of her hair turned white.
No. Okay.
That's usually it did. Funny.
Yeah, you liked that one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, to finish up the article. Go ahead, I'm
Anna
sorry.
kept asking Elsa to go snowman for years.
Wow. Well, I'm going to finish this article real quick, so hang on. Okay. Frozen is the sixth Disney release to hit the 400 million mark domestically, following Marvel's The Avengers at 623 million, Iron Man 3, 409 million, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, 423 million, not one of my favorites. I'm not big into the Pirates of the Caribbean. The Lion King, 423 million, and of course Toy Story 3, $415 million. Frozen racks up the Oscars for Best Original Song, quote, unquote, Let It Go, that's the name of the song, the Best Animated Feature, and the best-selling kids movie ever on Amazon.com. Are you humming?
Yes. Humming that song that you just said.
Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. But I think that's pretty cool. I mean, you were telling me, when you saw the release or when we went to the movies at one time last year, and you saw the previews, like, oh, Dad, I gotta see that. That looks cool. I gotta see that. I mean, as a kid, what is the appeal to a movie like that? You tell me. I'm an old guy. You tell me.
What are you talking about?
What made you want to see Frozen so much?
Because I was so excited to see it.
You're excited to see. Well, why were you so excited to see it?
Because it has all my favorite characters.
It had all the what?
All my favorite characters. I can name them.
Well, if you want to, go right ahead.
Elsa, Anna, Kristoff, Olaf, and when Olaf called that a moose a reindeer.
Jeez. Oh, my goodness. Well, we are down to about the 2-minute mark left in the program. I want to thank Lori for coming on. I want to thank my one caller, Bob. I don't know why I'm thanking the guy. But, in all seriousness, I got to thank the guy. He's not a bad guy. He's just a little bit out in left field, but he's all right. I want to thank him for calling in, and I want to say, folks that were supposed to call in, hey, you know what, I hope we can call in next time. We'd love to have you guys on. We hope we can continue with fine and informational programs for your listening pleasure here on blogtalkradio.com. And, of course, here on Some Kind of Radio Show, we're always looking for new show ideas and show topics. You can check our Facebook out, facebook.com/SKO Radio Show. That is our Facebook, and you can communicate with us directly there. You can always send us a message, actually send us a like, and of course we'll add you to our list of fans to our show, and we'd love to have you join us on there. And also don't forget to check us out on YouTube. We also play replays of the show on YouTube. Just search Earl McCune or Some Kind of Radio Show for the replays. And we were going to always have those available at 24/7, 7 days a week. And, of course, they are always available for play here on blogtalkradio.com in the section, find my words, because I only got a few seconds left. But they're available 24/7, 7 days a week. Okay, on the on-demand, yes. Okay, thank you for listening. We will be back next week with another new episode, and we will have a new subject for you, and we'll find something fun to talk about. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next week.
You have been listening to Some Kind of Radio Show with our host, Big E, Earl McCune. Tune in next week, same time, same place for another fun-filled episode. Have a great night, and catch you on the flip side.